but after some time, he returned to his aggressive ways. That was when I realized I was dating a broken man. He became worse and was filled with rage and jealousy. Hello guys, welcome back to another episode. This is a confession that someone sent me. Hello brother, I want to confess that I killed my husband and I am not sorry about it. I got married to him in 2012. I have been coming across a lot of men who did not know what they wanted. Some just wanted to have sex. Some had no financial security I needed in a man. But as for him, he also had money. He told me straight up that he wanted to get married, and that was what I wanted at that point. Fast forward, we got married and it was a very big wedding. Everything seemed to be good in the beginning, but soon he started to change into this person I knew no more. Maybe the red flags were there initially, but I ignored due to the fact that I wanted to get married. He became very aggressive towards me and started to lay his hands on me. I'm a very respectful person, so I can't say the fault was from me. There was this time we went to see his family and we were all having dinner. Him and his parents. He had hit me recently, so I had this dark spot around my eyes. His mother noticed it and asked me what happened. I told her son has been hitting. She was angry and shouted at him and warned him never to touch me again. After that incident, everything seemed to quiet down for a while, but one day he returned home drunk and wanted to make love to me. I told him that he should go take his shower because he was really reeking of alcohol and the stench coming from his breath was unbearable. He got angry and screamed at me. He began to punch me and called me a lot of wicked names. At that point, I was pregnant for our first child. I reminded him that I was pregnant, but he did not seem to care. It was as if he was possessed by a demon. I lost that pregnancy and I moved out of the house immediately and stayed at a friend's place. I did not want to go back to my parents' house due to shame. He came to apologize to me with a lot of gifts, that it was the devil's work, that he did not know what came over him. He promised me that he was not going to do it again, that without me his life was empty. I refused, but he persisted, kept on begging with more and more gifts until I gave in and came back to the house. It was nice for a while, but after some time, he returned to his aggressive ways. That was when I realized I was dating a broken man. He became worse and was filled with rage and jealousy. I am someone who had these big tights and curves, so each and every time that I go out with him, he will be mad and say, "Why are you showing off your body?" He forced me to start wearing big clothes that are ugly and shabby. I was not allowed to wear trousers, or he calls me a prostitute. He was treating me like a slave. He has stopped hitting me, but now he was abusing me mentally, not physically, doing his best to diminish my mental health and erode my self-esteem. And the most annoying thing is that he knows how to play the blame games. He picks quarrels over the smallest things, and if I ask why is he quarreling over this small issue, he will now try to make me feel guilty that I don't care about his feelings. Then he will start crying and I will end up feeling bad and start apologizing to him and give him sex. Then he will become happy. To the outside world, he was a saint. He is nice to everyone outside except for me. He takes care of his family and friends, and nobody suspects what is going on in the family. People feel that I am very lucky to have such a husband who was obviously caring when you look from the outside, but they don't know the monster he is inside. When anyone needs help, he is the first one to offer help. To the outside world, he was the paragon of goodness. What pains me most is that he dresses so attractively, but he does not allow me to wear attractive clothes. When we go out, we flex with attractive women, and I will be the unattractive one clinging to him. He also turned my family against me. This guy is so manipulative, and he knows how to charm people, hiding his dark side carefully from the public eye. He buys gifts for my family members and is very nice to them. He gradually brought all of them to his side, making me look like the bad person. He slowly isolated me from my family members, making me look like the troublesome one. Even my mom started to criticize me, my brother too, because he was constantly giving them gifts and showing fake niceness to them. Gradually, a deep hatred started to develop in my heart. I have never felt this deep level of hate before. This guy is really making my life so miserable. My mental health was fast declining. I was gaining weight because I used eating to cope with the abuse. I don't dress well. He stopped me from working, making me dependent on him for money. Isolated me from my family, painting me as a terrible person to the society. Suddenly, a thought came into my head that I had to kill him. I dismissed this thought initially, but whenever he abuses me, the thought comes back stronger and my hatred grows deeper. I thought of leaving, but he had already tarnished my image to the outside world. I wanted my revenge. I could not bear his presence any longer, but I pretended so I can carry out my plan of killing him. I had to do it in a way that would make it look like he died naturally. I also wanted the death to be slow and painful. I went on the internet and started searching for poisons that kill people slowly. Then I came across this substance that kill people in 6 months. I don't want to mention the substance and how I got it here. I started adding small dosage of it to his food. After 2 months, his brain started malfunctioning. He was forgetting things and miscalculating. He was fired from his job because of this. After 4 months, he was having serious migraines and pains around his stomach. His parents took him to the hospital, but by now the damage has already been done. He died a week later. Luckily for me, he was working in a company that produced chemicals, so when the doctor checked for the cause of the death, it was assumed he died from inhaling chemicals from the factory he worked. His parents sued the company while I escaped scot-free. You can say anything or call me names, I don't care, because I know what I endured in those 4 short years that we got married. I lost my baby, my reputation was tarnished, my mental health was destroyed. Till now, I'm still suffering from the effects of his abuse. I'm happy for what I did and I don't regret a thing. There you go, my people. Please, let's discuss in the comment section. Please like, share and comment.